All right, let's talk about next best meals. What is a next best meal and why does it work? So I have no time. I get it. I'm really having like a stressful day. There's no time to prep. What do I make? Well, maybe my comfort food is to reach for some mac and cheese. So I pick up some Amy's mac and cheese. Now, this little tray is 420 calories. And I know that my goal, if I want to lose weight, is to be eating in that like 500 calorie-ish range on a plate because 1,500 calories a day is enough to get most of us in a comfortable calorie deficit. So maybe I'm aiming for 500 and I have 80 calories left to make this an actual filling meal. And why do I say that? Because most of us are going to eat this and still feel hungry. And it means that we're going to be reaching for more high calorie foods later on the night because that's what we do when we're snacking in front of the TV. Like, very few people are grabbing carrots or frozen grapes here with me. And so when we talk about next best meal, I want to talk about what does that actually look like? So it's taking something like a comfort or a convenience food and it's adding half a plate of veggies to it. So let's look and see what that actually looks like and how quick it can be ready. So right now I'm microwaving this box and it says anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes and to do all the stirring and you know that's not happening. So anyway, so we're going to start with that and I'm going to grab a plate. All right, guys. So we're talking next best meal here. And what I have is I have vegan mac and cheese. And I know that we eat this. I totally get that. A lot of people coming into the program are looking for convenience foods. They're doing these freezer meals. But this small tray, this little tray right here has 420 calories in it. And I can tell you that I can eat this and I would not feel full. And so what we're doing is we're making next best meals. So I'm going to take this tray, I'm going to put it on a plate. It's going to be half of that plate. I'll show you guys in a second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add vegetables. This is 1 pound of vegetables. So I'm going to add half this bag. It's a lot of green beans. Okay. And this is a next best meal. Let me bring it up here so you guys can really see it. So this is a next best meal. It is, I'm taking whatever I'm making. It's a comfort food. It doesn't matter what it is. It's like our typical meal. And then we're adding half a plate of non-starchy vegetables and aiming for half a pound of it. Now, I didn't weigh this out because I know that this bag is a pound. And so I literally just took half of it. Could I be more strict and actually wait out in the beginning so I know that I'm actually going to hit my goal? Yes, absolutely. But that is our goal when we are making next best meals is to literally make half and half. And why? You guys are going to tell me that adding green beans to this meal, it doesn't add a lot of calories. Oh, I got to look it up. 1 second. So half a pound of green beans is about 70 calories. So I've made this about a 500 calorie meal. Now, I can tell you that if I was just eating this and I had other hyperpalatable food in my home, in an hour, I'm going to be reaching for something else. And so when I'm adding all of this bulk, all of this fiber, I'm making myself actually feel full. I'm filling my actual physical stomach. And that is the goal in these next best meals is to feel full and to start to crowd out the high calorie density foods. And the other thing is that what we're doing is we're reducing the reward drive. So when I eat a food, there is something called post-ingestive sensing. And it means that my body knows how many calories are coming in. It has a gauge there and it says, oh my gosh, this food is so rich. And biologically, my body likes rich food, right? Like we all do. We are pre-programmed to like this stuff. And so what I'm doing is I'm lowering the richness of this meal by adding something that contrasts it, like non-starchy veggies, which are really low in calorie density. So I'm also reducing that reward drive. So I'm making this less craveable in the future, but I'm also combating hunger. And so that's what we're doing when we do the veggie goal and the next best meals is we are getting comfortable with making half of our plate non-starchy veggies. Now, say I want to get fancy, let's talk a little bit more about how to actually cook these things.